All right, so we're going to do a video on how to assemble our tumbling cube for your project. That way, if you didn't get it done during class, then you can do it at home. So hopefully you have all of your 9 pieces. This, in order to assemble one side of the tumbling cube, we need 3 regular pieces, so the ones that you just folded in there, and then we also need the one that you creased along the diagonal, so we need one of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these pieces and we're going to assemble it like we did before our other cube. We're going to hold this flat, we're going to slide one in there, and then I'm going to rotate it a little bit, and I'm going to make a corner. So I am going to now slide that into the red one and slide that down into there. So I have a corner, and these triangles need to be like this. If the triangles aren't like this, so you can kind of see how it looks kind of like that, then you need to rotate your triangles. So then we got to add the creased one, and we're going to make that now into a box. So I'm going to put this into, I'm just going to put this into this 4th one here, and then I'm going to slide that in there. So I've got, still looks like I've got a triangle cut out. You can see that in different ways. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to assemble my other 4. So I've got now 2 of the creased ones, and I'm going to assemble the 3 that I talked about before. So I'm going to slide that in there, I'm going to slide that in there, and slide that in here. So when it's assembled, those 4 triangle flappies kind of look like a cube with a pyramid cut out. Now we're going to assemble, put these guys in, and I'm just going to slide it in right here. I'm going to put this triangle in there, and I'm going to put this triangle in there. Okay, so there I've got another corner, and now I'm going to make another corner where I'm going to go this here. So slide that in there and slide that in there. So it reminds me of like this, it reminds me of like insect crawl at tentacles or something like that. So so this is very important. So we got 1 flappy and 2 creased ones. So now this is where it gets a little tricky, because we need to get these like 2 triangles. We need to kind of put them together. So if you see, so this folded triangle needs to be on the side where we don't have the folded triangle, or the folded piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to slide that into, no, I take that back. Where did I say it was going to go? I'm going to make sure to pull this out. Okay, so I have the triangle out, and then I'm going to slide this one in there, and I'm going to slide this one in there. So do you see how I kind of have this corner? So now we're going to complete the rest of the box. So I'm going to lift up the single triangle. The creased one goes into the other cube. This one goes in here. And then I've got to lift this single triangle out. That's going to go, slide that in there. I can bend it. And this is going to go in here. So make sure all your triangles are outside. Here's our tumbling cube. And this hopefully will help you to determine what the surface area is for your project. So I want everyone to have one of these, you're going to turn this in along with your written explanation of the surface area of the shape. All right, does anyone have any, well, obviously you can't ask me a question. You can email me a question if you need to. So here you go. Hopefully this helps. Just keep rewatching and trying to work it out on your own. Remember, all the triangle flaps need to go into the other flaps. So